Bottom one's loose. That's how you take the ball joints loose on the car. A little loose, isn't it? If you don't have a pair of pliers like this in your toolbox, you need them. That's the handiest pair of pliers in the world. They're channel lock, torque everything.
The whole thing
We had a home run there. The sleeve came out with it. Wow. That's great. We only got one to fix. Get the long rubber ring. And the first thing you need to buy when you get a car, I don't care what kind of car, you buy your service manual. It's got all the specs in it. It's got blowed up views of stuff. All right, what we've done is we've taken all the brakes off, took all that stuff off, and we jacked this up with the car sitting on the lift and put this 2x4 under the upper control arm so it can't come down. The reason we're doing that is we put a tremendous amount of load on a torsion bar and got a lot of pressure on it. Now, most people have no idea how to take the ball joints loose. They get them stupid pickle forks. They tear the ball joint up, tear all the stuff up. But when you put it like this, you've got tremendous pressure on here. So you loosen this nut 2 turns. Not more than that, 2 turns. You loosen this nut 2 turns. Now we haven't taken these apart, so we're shooting in the dark to see if it works. Ball joint's loose. I had a friend of mine tell me he beat on his for 30 minutes with a pickle fork. I hit that one 3 times. And the ball joint is now loose. Didn't tear the bushing up. Didn't tear up the ball joint. Didn't hurt nothing. And you do the same thing with the lower one on these early cars. You can't do that. Later cars, the lower one's different. But that's the way you get the upper ball joint loose. I've seen people just literally beat them to death, tearing stuff up with them pickle forks. And that's what they wind up with. Now we're going to try to get the bottom one loose. Wait a minute. Bottom one's loose. That's how you take the ball joints loose on the car. Now you just got to jack this up, take the board out, then you let the torsion bar all the way down till all the pressure is off of it. If you don't, they got a place called emergency room they'll usually take you to. But this stuff's not hard to do. It scares people to death when they look at all this, but ain't nothing to it. Right? Somebody else put them together. We didn't do it.
Is that other side, are the holes worn at all? I didn't even think to see if they were oblong because they were that loose that you could literally wiggle it.
No, they're okay. They're a little shiny inside.
And the technique.
You need you a good can of Freon. I bought this stuff at Walmart. It works great. Be sure when you let the torsion bars down, the big torsion bar adjustments are in the back on these cars. It's in the front on the later cars. Make sure that bolt is not rusty and cruddy and you tear it up taking it out. You clean it if you have to. You put some kind of lubricant on it and take the bolt out. And be careful with the impact because you can take an impact wrench and put it wide open and about 2/3 of the way out you'll weld the bolt to the piece. I've learned all this the hard way.
You got another piece of wood?
Just take that one out.
There.
Ready down?
Yeah, you're good. All right, good. Go up.
If a person doesn't have a lift and the stuff that we've got, all you got to do is use a floor jack and some jack stands. Not a big deal.
There we go.
You ready?
Yep.
Back it right there. Everyone, that one's loose. Now turn the spindle sideways. Hit it straight in. Yeah, like it. There we go. That one's loose.
Good to go.
I had a friend of mine tell me that it took him 30 minutes to get his ball joints loose with a pickle fork. I said, that's because you don't know what you're doing.
How big are the torsion rod?
I don't remember. About 15, 16, I think. These aren't really that dirty. This whole car's not really. I know you're not going to take that loose
No, I'm just checking the size so I can get the size.
All right.
It's 1 inch.
1 inch, okay.
All right. It's arm day today, everybody.
This is a torsion bar removal tool. You bolt that on the torsion bar, and you take the big hammer and smack it and drive the torsion bar right out the back. I know you can buy them. This one's probably older than you are. I'm pretty sure it is. But they work really good. The first thing you got to remember to do is take the clip out of the back of the torsion bar, because it's got a clip that holds it in. See that clip right there? You got to take that out before you take them out. Just lay it in the little tray over there I got.
Round 2.
Well, the other one came right out. There we go. And if you don't have a pair of pliers like this in your toolbox, you need them. That's the handiest pair of pliers in the world. They're channel lock. I want to say it's a number 748 or something. I can't read it. But they're hooked on the end. I use that pair of pliers more than any pair of pliers in the toolbox. Is that thing still cooking, Shannon?
It was.
Did you forget it?
How did it stop? Oh, I guess it did beep.
I'll get you some hearing aids like that.
Uh-oh. Well, that looks slick.
Does it look slick? Well, we'll see how this works. Problem's getting to it. Okay, we got to take the back one off. It's out up front. Take that back piece off, Shannon. I got it out up front. Can you raise it up enough so it'll come out the back?
Yep. It looks like it. As long as it stays up.
No, it's hitting something. Oh, we're hitting the exhaust pipe. Okay, we got it out. Yeah, we're gonna clean it all up and make it look like new. You know, this is a nice car that we can make even nicer. We're gonna put everything new in it. There's that ugly pickle fork I was talking about earlier.
Oh, got you some grease.
Oh, let me go wipe my face off.
I hate wrenching on cars.
Yeah, he does. It's been 10 minutes taking the bolts out. Torque everything. And the first thing you need to buy when you get a car, I don't care what kind of car, you buy your service manual. It's got all the specs in it. It's got blowed up views of stuff.
That's surprisingly better. Well, no.
A little loose, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
That's adjustable steering as you're going down the road.
All right.
Now this is something else you got to have. That's a pitman arm puller. Don't do it with a hammer and a pickle fork. You take the pitman arm puller and put it on there. If you don't have one, get you one. If you're going to work on this stuff, you got to have the tools to do it with.
What size is that? 5/8 on that?
3/4.
3/4. Ready?
Get back out of the way. Go ahead.
There it goes.
You got it.
Woohoo!
I don't know if the steering box has been rebuilt on this thing or not. Yeah, it looks like it has. I believe it has. Doesn't appear to be leaking anywhere. All right. Your torsion bar adjustment is in the lower control arm. On these cars, it's on the back of the torsion bar. No big deal, it's just turned around backwards. Oh, it's coming out, Shannon. Get a hold of it.
Hold on.
You got it?
There you go.
Wow! Got that one out, didn't we? Let me tell you something. It don't always come out that easy, does it, Shannon?
There's been a couple we had to literally fight, including the one on Elton's car today.
Yeah, some of them stuck pretty bad.
All right. Check this out. I have not touched that with a wrench.
What? You didn't put a wrench on that?
No, I literally just pulled out.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. When you get through with your special tools, you put them right back where they were. Don't loan them to anybody unless you make them sign a paper in blood. From the back, that's why we got a saw. But you can't take that bolt out without taking. I can't remember. I don't know. We'll look in a minute.
Only one way to find out. All right, so real quick, just to kind of show you what kind of is a problem, what we got going on here, is that rear upper control arm bolt. The steering box is right here where my finger is, and see how the bolt, it will not come through the back, so the steering box either has to come out or cut the bolt and then flip the bolt over and put it back in. That way you can take the control arm without pulling the whole steering box, steering column out of the car.
You can see how bad a shape it's in. Now, they put ball joints in this car, but they didn't bother to put the lower control arm bushings in because it's too much work. That and they didn't know how. Other than that, there wasn't nothing wrong. Now, if it jumps out of the press, be sure you move fast. Whoa. Why is that thing not coming out? There we go. There it comes. Get your fingers out of the way, Shannon. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, it's just about, oh, my God. Okay. Set it back down on there. We ain't got it out yet.
Does that mean that cage is stuck in it, though?
Oh, yeah. I told you this fixing to come out. And this is the problem whether it's a new, old car or a new car. Here's your bushing. Wasn't much left of it. See, there's a sleeve on there, but that comes off without any trouble. Now, the newer cars, this is all pressed together. There's no nut on the later model cars. But it does the same thing. It pushes it out and leaves that sleeve in there. You see that piece right there? It didn't come out. Now, do not let some knucklehead with a torch and a chisel tell you he can take it out, because he don't know what he's doing. We'll show you just a little while how to take them out. Because you can ruin a control arm. I've seen several of them ruined. You got the other one out? There it comes. Oh boy!
The whole thing came.
We had a home run there. Look at that. The sleeve came out with it. Wow. That's great. We only got one to fix. All I want is the right diameter. Because I'm going to weld them to that piece over there. Tell you what, let's hope it comes out. There she comes. Now, it's very important when you do this, you got to put something like that in there. Don't put your piece of tubing down in there and tear your washer up.
That's pretty hot.
There's your sleeve. They come out. That's the piece that stayed on that one. Didn't stay on this one. Which is very common, right, Shannon? We'll let that Sox and Martin one night, we left, went to eat. We come back and there was a damn broom on fire.
I wonder why someone cut them down.
I mean, it didn't move.
So it might be cross-threaded all the way to the bottom?
Probably. Get the big long pull bar.
All right. Gosh.
What have they done? I got him and Elton, they'd take anything for it. Give them along the upper inch. Whew. Wow. They cross-threaded it. That's exactly what they did.
Look at the bar bending.
But you break my snap-on bar. You want a ratchet? I know you're allergic to ratchets, but I've actually got one.
You got one this long?
Yeah. Here.
Oh, that's a big mama jama right there.
You wanted a ratchet?
Goodness gracious.
I bought that whole set at a Sears employee store one day, I think for about $25. In Greensboro, the one they used to have over years ago.
You know, if you ever need a car protection, you just keep one of these in your car.
It's legal in all 50 states.
Do you think we should mark that one and mark that control arm to make sure
That'd be a good idea, Shannon.
goes back in the same one?
That would be a real good idea.
Take a stamp.
God damn.
He headbutted me.
Headbutted me. Where's the other? One of them came out like this. Do what?
You love platform brakes, right?
The guy that invented those brakes, they took him out in the parking lot one, and they know not to build anything that stupid again. A friend of mine worked at Chrysler Proving Grounds, Sonny Benson. He was there about 30 years. Genius, absolute genius. He retired, lived in Sykeston, Missouri. I got to be really good friends with him. He told me I was cussing these brakes one day. He said, Herb, you don't know how to bleed brakes. I said, Sonny, I know how to bleed brakes. He said, no, you don't. You just think you do. On platform brakes, you have to push the fluid in the bottom cylinder up through the tube to the top cylinder and out the master cylinder. That's the only way you can get the air out of them.
That was tight. Catch.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the wrong place when he does that.
Boom. Yeah, these actually don't look that bad. They look like they're going to hone up. Read it, but USA right there.
Clean this stuff, easy off oven cleaner. Shannon taught me that.
And you'll see here in just a second, it'll literally start to dissolve. There we go. Clean stuff better. Plus, I'm not a big fan of messing with dirty stuff if I can help it.